Hi, this is Shay, aka Gemma1 on Tumblr, and I just reached 2,000 followers, so I thought I'd do another Q&A so everyone kind of gets to know me a little better, because we're all in this wonderful world of Tumblr and fandom and stuff, so it might be nice to get to know me so you know that I'm not creepy. Okay. Anyway, Respect the Bovril asks, what country/continent do I live in, and where do I want to travel? And which ones do I want to travel to? I live in North America, United States, Alabama more specifically, and I would love to travel to every continent at least once. More specifically, I'd love to travel to Ireland, Scotland, Australia, let's see, where else? Italy, everyone wants to go to France, of course, Vancouver, Canada. There are a lot of places that I'd really like to travel, so all of those, everywhere, basically. I want to spend a whole year traveling the world. Oh, there goes my dog. I think that'd be really cool. Okay, and Lily, aka Mockingquake, says to talk about the Valenda/Fitzsimmons parallels, which is like my favorite subject, but unfortunately I don't know how to get it into words exactly, just because that's how important it is to me. So basically, to say in a shorter manner is that they are parallels of each other, like the relationships are. Like, I mean, you know, you have Valenda, which is like the badass spy, espionage, awesome fighting dynamic duo at the academy when they were there. I'm assuming that's how they were at the academy. And then, you know, years later you have Fitzsimmons, who are basically the same thing, only they are all science, technology, and genius, and they're the dynamic duo there, and so like they have parallels there, and I'm pretty sure that they've hooked up there several times, like whether it be like on purpose or drunkenly or anything of that sort. I'm 9,000% sure that happened, and you can fight me on this. Let's see how many there are so many other types of parallels about them, because I mean I'm pretty sure that May and Fitz are basically the same, and then Coulson and Gemma are basically the same, just with the way they act and the fact that, I mean, you have May's physical/emotional trauma of Bahrain, and Coulson having to console her for that, but not exactly knowing how, and that's when they kind of got more distant in that way after that happened, just because it changed her so much. And then you have the pod, where you have I mean, obviously it affected Gemma emotionally and physically too, but more specifically it affected Fitz more so physically and emotionally, and she didn't know how to react to that, and had to comfort him and console him for that. And so you have distance in there too, but they're both, you know, oh, I don't know how to respond to this, and they mean a lot to me, a lot. I didn't mean to do the thing, I'm sorry. Okay, moving on. I could go on that for days. Basically they are parallels of each other, which means they're both going to be in-game. If one's in-game, the other one's going to be in-game too. Thank you and good night. Okay. Allie wants to know my top 3 puns, and my top 3 puns are, I love the comic strip of the guy, and he's like walking his dog, and he's like, Achilles, heel! And like somebody passes him and he's like, did you really just name your dog Achilles so you could say Achilles heel? Because he's not even doing it. And the guy's like, I know, it's his weakness. And the dog's just like, that's my favorite one. I love that. I mean, that's my favorite one at the moment. And then I love two peanuts were walking down the street and one was assaulted. I love that one. That one's my favorite. One of my favorites. And then I can't, of course, you know, I can't think of any to mind, so at the moment, honestly, one of my favorite ones is what Allie, you said so yourself, was the Gemma's really sucked into her work. Oh, that was great. Okay. What do I think happened to Gemma? I have no idea, honestly. It really hasn't sunk in yet what's happened to her. I mean, I'm basically, in my head, I'm like, oh, well, she's just going to be kind of late to her date, isn't she? Like, I mean, I think the time travel theories are really, really cool. I love those. I think those are really awesome, and I like how they think, like, I love, like, the ones that are, like, where she's transported to a different universe or a different realm or something. That'd be really cool. But then they'd have to spend a lot of time getting her back, and I want her back as soon as possible. And I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. Okay, talk about Fitzsimmons dressing their baby as a monkey, because that will happen. Because like soon after Gemma tells him that she's pregnant, which yeah, it's gonna happen. Don't fight me. He's gonna end up buying a monkey costume along with like monkey pajamas and monkey onesies and monkey t-shirts and monkey socks and everything, and Gemma's gonna roll her eyes at him 1,000 times, but he's still gonna do it anyway, and she's gonna let him because she loves him, and the baby's cute in it anyway, so that's gonna happen. Okay, my favorite Fitzsimmons scene is definitely the first law of thermodynamics. I just think that whole, it's so soft and nice there, and I don't know, it's just, I love it. I love it a lot. Alright, and do you like the unicorns? Yes, I like the unicorns, Allie. How much do I love Allie? I absolutely adore Allie. She's so sweet and she's so funny. And one of her nieces has a tag on my blog because I love her nieces and nephew. And I'm sorry, I'm playing with something on my keyboard. Anyway, but yeah, I love Allie. Alright, Sammy wants to know, would I rather see Gemma be Peggy's granddaughter or best friend? If the time travel Kree Rock theory is true, I could possibly get both, because she could go back in time and like hang out with Peggy Carter, and they could become best friends, and then eventually it'd be revealed, like right as she's about to go back in time, it's revealed that she's actually her grandmother, and then Gemma has to like have that information back in the future, like holy shit. Anyway, yeah, that'd be really cool. So I'm gonna be like both on that one. Okay, would you have Fitzsimmons break up if it meant Steggy could be in-game? I want to say yes, because that's the better thing about Fitzsimmons, is that you can love them romantically as much as you can love them platonically as much as you can love them romantically. And so I think that even if they did break up someday, like at the end of the day, they would always be each other's best friend, and nothing could ever change that. So I could live with them breaking up if it meant that Steggy could be in game. So yeah. Okay, and how many toes do I have? I have 10 last time I checked. So I mean, I could be wrong. I could have burned one off, but okay. Anonymous wants me to show y'all the grass outside of my house. Well, I don't really have grass specifically. I kind of have an ocean instead, but I do have a little bit of grass right there. So, yeah. Okay. And oh no, I put this on my book. Okay. This is a balance sheet here. Okay. Okay. Sydney wants to know my top 5 Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episodes of each season. And those would be Season 1, FCCT, Tracks, Beginning of the End. Or is it the end of the beginning? It's the finale. I love the finale. I love Nothing Personal. And I love the pilot. Actually, I love it. And I also love... I'll replace Nothing Personal with Repairs, because I do love that episode. It's so good. And of Season 2, there's only 2 seasons. Of Season 2, I love A Hen in the Wolf House. That's the name of it. I love A Hen in the Wolf House. I saw that episode at Paley Fest, so that will always have a special place in my heart. And I love 215. I don't remember what the name of it is because I'm horrible. I don't remember what it is, but I do love that episode. I love What They Became, or What They Become. You know what I mean. I love Making Friends and Influencing People. And I did like the finale part 2, like for the most part of it. I mean, there were some things that I had problems with, but as a whole, I really did like that episode, so I'll just I'll skip past. If you fast forward past the parts you don't like, it's a great episode, so. Okay. And favorite charming family moments. The taco scene will always be my favorite, no matter what. That's my favorite scene. I also love Emma's birth scene, of course, and I love the first mom-dad scene, and every mom-dad scene there ever is and was. And I do love the scene. One of my favorites is the scene in The Name of the Brother, where they're like, oh, they just kicked the table, sorry. Where they're like they just got back home and they're getting breakfast and they're talking about Rumpelstiltskin and Captain Hook and Frankenstein and all that stuff, and it's just, oh my god, it's so funny. And Emma picks on Snow for her one night stand, and oh god, it's so good. I love that one. I love the Charmings a lot. Okay, and Justine wants to know, how much do I love her? I love her. I love you so much. You're amazing. And this one time I tweeted that I was cold, and she was like, well, I'll knit you a scarf if you want me to. And I was like, okay. So she knitted me a scarf and mailed it to me for my birthday, and it was the cutest thing ever. She's amazing, and she's so wonderful. I love her. Okay, all-time favorite Fitzsimmons moments. First law of thermodynamics. I can't talk, I'm sorry. That didn't even sound like a word. But, of course none come to mind. Oh, the entirety of FCCT is important to me. Just everything about that episode. It's all Fitzsimmons. And, I mean, it's got Felinda, too, and it's got some Skyward here and there. And I love it. And it's got Skimmons and everything, and I love it. I adore it. Anyway. And, let's see. All throughout Repairs, whenever they get scared and they jump into each other, and it's so cute. And then also, like, the high five they do without looking, which is really cool. And when they start Fitzsimmonsing again in Season 2 is really important. And then, the finale was really important to me, too. I have a lot of feelings. And also I love in Seeds, like, when they're, like, the popular kids there and they're, like, giving the speech together. I love that. I love Fitzsimmons too much. I love it way too much. My thing just went over. Okay. Read my favorite excerpt from the road trip fic. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Mandatory group sing-along, she crows happily, reverting to speaking in explanation points as she's prone to doing. And that means you, Leopold Fitz, you little shit. Fitz groans, please no. Simmons, Sky asks, reaching over to pause the song, voice quickly going sickly sweet. Yes, Sky, responds Simmons, raising her eyebrows. Fitz is like a world-renowned genius, right? Yes. So I'm going to assume he knows the meaning of the word mandatory. I don't know the words to the song, Fitz says, rolling his eyes. Sky throws a half-eaten candy bar at him. I can't believe you just tried to tell me that ridiculous lie directly to my face. I can't believe you would so blatantly lie to me. I thought we were friends. That was my candy bar, by the way, Chip says, but he's laughing. It was lost in a noble cause. See, Fitz, your refusal to participate in the Journey sing-along is hurting everyone in this band. I don't know, I just love that part. Okay. Favorite thing to put ranch dressing on? At the moment, it's cucumbers. I like dipping my cucumbers in ranch. Really, any vegetable. I like broccoli in it, and I love it in just about any meat. So, as y'all know, ranch dressing is like my crack, so there goes my dog. Anyway, what wouldn't I put ranch dressing on? I probably wouldn't put ranch dressing on chocolate, but then again, I've never even thought to do that until now, but I'll keep you posted on that. Okay. Miranda wants to know, do I ever feel guilty for tweeting so much about Fitzsimmons last summer that I started the show and ruined my whole life? I have no regrets on that, sorry. I mean, I kind of do sometimes because you tweet very painful things about them and it's all my fault, but in the end, it's more people I can talk about Fitzsimmons too, so. Okay. Taylor wants to know, if Gemma hadn't gotten sucked into the evil sucky putty, what would her date with Fitz have been like? Describe in detail. Well, I'm glad you asked. Sorry. But, I feel like it would have been, like, super awkward, but, like, awkwardly cute. And they would have gone to dinner, gotten all dressed up, and Fitz wouldn't even know what to say. They would have, like, just done, like, small talk and stuff until finally they'd be like, okay, we're just gonna get around the elephant in the room, and they start on, like, because, I mean, the pod talk wasn't, like, a legit pod talk, that was, like, a pod talk about the pod talk. And which hasn't happened yet. So if they had like the official real one, like started it, and then eventually just kind of like started like confessing I love yous and stuff, and then eventually, like, started making out, that'd be good, and then even in, like, maybe, like, Frick Fracked or something, that'd be really nice, too, and then they could pillow talk the rest of the pod talk, which I think that would be a very successful date. I'm just saying. Okay. Which two Avengers would you pit against each other in an improv sketch? I want to say I would... probably Tony and Clint. I think that would be really funny. Because, you know, Tony just says anything off the top of his head, and it sounds hilarious when he talks about anything. And then Clint is just Clint. And I don't know, I think they'd be funny together. But it'd make me laugh. Really, any of them together would be funny, but... Okay. When am I coming to Nashville? I want to soon. I went to Nashville one time, and I was supposed to meet Taylor, but it ended up not happening. And I want to go back. So, hopefully soon, because I really, really, really do want to go back. Because I had a lot of fun. And I was on, like, a class field trip, so I actually want to be able to see more of everything. So, yeah. Soon, I hope. Fitz Guy or Skimmons? Why you gotta ask me that? Probably Fitz Guy, because Fitz Guy is, like, my bro TP of bro TPs. Well, I mean, I have a lot of bro TP of bro TPs, but that's, like, one of the number ones. But I do also love Skimmons, too. Skimmons is really important to me, too. And so, but I think out of those two, I'd go Fitz Guy. Which Alex and Sierra song best describes Fitzsimmons? I think Little Do You Know. Definitely. I complete this sentence. I like to think about the first law of thermodynamics, that no energy is created and none is destroyed. That means every bit of energy inside of us, every particle, was once a part of something else. No, well, will go on to be a part of something else. Maybe live as a dragonfish, a microbe, or burn in a supernova 10 billion years from now. And every bit of energy inside of us now, every particle, was once a part of something else. Maybe I just forgot every part of it. A moon, a storm cloud, a mammoth, a monkey, thousands and thousands of other beautiful things that were just as terrified to die as we are. And we gave them new life, a good one, I hope. Yes, good job, Shay. Okay. Alright, that was it. I think. Okay. Cool. I love you, Taylor, and happy birthday, by the way, because it's your birthday today. I don't know if I'm going to post this today or not, but if I do, then happy birthday. Okay, Sabrina wants to know what my favorite part of the road trip fic is. The road trip fic. I just read off one of my favorite parts, but another favorite part of mine is the cuddle pile. So, and by the way, the road trip fic is Let's Make a Harmony and Life Will Sing by Awkward Spirit Animals, and it's the most important fic in the entire world. Just saying. Okay. Deanna, or I really don't know. Is it pronounced Deanna or Deanna? I'm gonna feel horrible, so I'm just not gonna say it anymore until I learn. Okay. She wants to know pizza or tacos. Probably pizza. Who was my first OTP? I have no idea. I mean, like, my first one that I passionately blogged about was Mason and Alex from Wizards of Waverly Place, but I don't know if that was, like, my first OTP. Well, actually, probably my first OTP was Kim and Ron from Kim Possible, so that was the important one. What would I pick? 30 Elizabeth Henstridges, 20 Ian DeCastigers, or 10 Clark Greggs? Probably 20 Ian DeCastigers. Probably. Maybe. Okay, describe Age of S.H.I.E.L.D. in 30 seconds. Oh god, okay. Oh my god, I have to gather my thoughts for a second. Okay. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is basic. Oh, I'm trying to look at my timer. I'm gonna, like, start it on 30 seconds when it gets to, like, the next minute so I can round it up. Okay. Oh god. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is basically Marvel behind the scenes. It has all different things that's going on between all the Marvel movies, and it has Fitzsimmons, who are the most important people ever, besides, you know, Bill Coulson, who is the leader of the team, and then Skye's an Inhuman, but she's really cool, and she does cool things, and then Melinda May is the most badass person you've ever met in your entire life, and I love Bobby Morse a lot, and they do all kind of, oh my god, I don't know, okay, that's basically 30 seconds. Okay, now describe Once Upon a Time in 30 seconds. Oh, good god. Okay, Once Upon a Time is basically what happens when all fairy tales are were cursed. Oh my god, I can't even do this! They were all cursed and sent to the real world where all the happy endings were stolen, and this was done by Regina. Is it actually revenge against Snow White because she had her true love killed accidentally? But it's the story of Henry, who's the grandson of Snow White and Prince Charming, goes to find his mother, who was transported there, who was transported through a wardrobe to save everyone. And oh my god, this is so ridiculous. And she ended up breaking the curse, and so many crazy things happened, and they went to Neverland, and oh god, and they've been back and forth to the Enchanted Forest 1,000 times, and there's every storybook character ever known to man, and I think that's way over 30 seconds, and I don't know what's going on, and now Emma's the Dark One. Oh god, okay. And my hopes and dreams in 30 seconds. I don't know. I want to be a teacher and a writer, and I want to make people happy, and I want to be happy, and I want to travel the world, and I want to fall in love and have kids and make flower crowns for them, and I want to live at the beach, and my dog's looking at me like I'm crazy, and I want to adopt people, and I want to, like, have a sanctuary for all lesbian, gay, straight, bi, queer, transgender. I want all of them to, like, if they've been, oh my god, this is way past 30 seconds, damn it, okay. Basically, to explain that, I want to, like, take any of the men that have been disowned by their families, so that'd be a really cool thing. And that was way over 30 seconds. Okay. If you were, I can't even take this seriously now. This is, oh my god, this is getting ridiculous. Okay, if you were on a deserted island and there was a box, what would be in that box? I see what you did there. Probably a first aid kit and a lifetime supply of food. Maybe. And maybe a gun. Or, no, a knife. Definitely a knife. Maybe Wi-Fi. I don't know. Okay. Okay, 3 to 5 characters that make up my personality. I would say I am a cross between Peyton Sawyer from One Tree Hill, Darcy Lewis from Thor, and maybe a little bit of Emma Swan. But also, I have some Gemma Simmons in me too. And I think that's all I can think of at the top of my head. But I'm sure if there's any more that I'm missing, then be sure to tell me. Okay. If you could choose between being swallowed by the sea or a rock, what and why? Probably a rock, because then there wouldn't be a guarantee that I would die, and I could time travel maybe, or whatever it ends up being. That'd be really cool. So probably a rock. Snow or Jennifer? Jennifer, definitely. I mean, I love Snow with all my heart, but Jenny is Jenny, and Jenny loves me, and I love Jenny. Okay, Jess, aka O Fitz. I haven't been saying anybody's URLs, by the way. I hope everyone knows who everyone is. What would you say to Gemma if you ever got to meet her? I would probably hug her for, like, a long time. I keep doing this. Anyway, I'd probably hug her for, like, a solid 10 minutes, because she just really needs a hug at the moment. That's probably what I would do more than anything, and then I would tell her that she's amazing and wonderful, and not everything is on her, not everything is her fault, and I don't even know. I would say a lot. What would I say to my future daughter? Oh god, that's, like, really deep, actually. I would tell her that, I mean, I don't know. There's so many things that I would tell her. I would say things like, I would just let her know how much she matters, and that she shouldn't have to worry about fitting in to being accepted or anything, because she'll always be accepted by a lot of people, and I would tell her how wonderful she is, and I don't know. That's you're getting me misty-eyed up in here for that one. Okay. Sam wants to know how much I love her. No, why do I love her? Because Sam is, like, the cutest thing in the entire world. I love Sam. Sam is such a cutie pie. She's amazing. I love Sam. I don't know. It's just, Sam makes me smile. Okay, favorite Fitzsimmons moment of season 2. Definitely the finale, because but I also love when she held his hand, when they held hands, cause they held hands on his crotch. And I love, oh my god. And Probably the sandwich, actually. What's going on here? Probably the sandwich, actually, if I'm gonna just say one. Then be safe, love Gemma, because I screamed with that more than anything. Okay. Favorite thing to do on the beach? Probably boogie board. I love boogie boarding. That's fun. And I love sandcastles. So describe the perfect Fitzsimmons kiss scenario. Well, you know, we almost got one in the finale if it hadn't been for Coulson kiss blocking them. So that I feel like that would have been a good scenario. But also, you know, I love my favorite like kissing trope, like first kiss trope, is like people that, like they're going for like the cheek kiss, but they like turn at the last second, and it's like really awkward at first, but then they start making out afterwards. I think that'd be really cute. Okay, Jen wants me to make the face I'll make when Fitzsimmons finally kiss. I don't even think I'd be able to make a face. I would just be in the ground. I would hit the ground like a dead tree. Like, I wouldn't even know what to do. I'd be like, I don't know. Like, I honestly would just, like, black out there for a second, and I wouldn't even be able to see the entire thing, honestly. So, yep, my face would just mean me, like, going out cold and hitting the ground. Okay, Yasmin wants me to say my favorite part of Paley, which, I don't know. God. Paley Fest was, like, honestly, like, the best day of my life, probably. I mean, like, I'll probably somehow bring up Paley in my wedding, and, like, when my children are born, it would, yeah, it's such an important day. So I think meeting Clark and Ming was a really, really cool part of that day, but also getting to see the episode with all the fans, that was really, really cool, because at first I would think, like, oh, it's going to be everyone talking at once or whatever, but it was really awesome. And then, I don't know, it was just a good environment. It was amazing. And also hanging out with the Paley. When Chloe answered her question, that was amazing. When she answered the Paley Pals question. You won't know what I mean by this, but it means like Lacey was here, and then Brooke was here, and then Yasmin was here, is what I'm saying. She answered our question. Okay, that was really cool. And she said we were sweet. What would I do if I could spend the day with my favorite celebrity? Sorry, I have the hiccups. My favorite celebrity. Oh, my favorite celebrity of all time is probably Pink. And I think I would go hang out with her while she's rehearsing on tour, and then she could teach me how to do some of her like acrobatic moves in the air, and that'd be a really, really fun way to spend the day, and then we could just hang out and sing, and that'd be cool. I could see that. Anonymous wants me to choose between Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Once Upon a Time. I'd probably have to go with Once Upon a Time, because that was my first baby out of the two of them. I mean, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is my small, young baby that I have to protect with everything, even though it's going on its third season right now, but Once Upon a Time was like my everything. So, definitely Once Upon a Time. Becca wants me to talk about how much I love her. I love Becca because she gives me Emma feels all the time. And this one time, she came to the beach, because I live at the beach now. Her family happened to plan a trip to where I live, and we hung out for like a whole day. And we did all kinds of things, and we almost died in the ocean, and then we also got ice cream, and we played apples to apples, and she braided my hair, and then she trapped me in a car where she played sad, charming family songs, and yeah, it was really emotional. But I love Becca. She's amazing. I love her. Talk about how much I love the unicorns. I love the unicorns. I need the unicorns to make a comeback. Even though they did this season already, I believe, if my math is correct. But I love the unicorns. I love the unicorns. Okay, talk about Snow's feelings on Emma being the dark one. Why would you say something like that? Why would you even do that? I haven't even thought about that until you said that. And I was like, really? Really? I mean, on one hand, I mean, it's the exact opposite of the thing that she wanted to happen, was for Emma to be the dark one. I mean, that's the opposite of what someone wants to happen, but like, that's, like, the legit opposite of what, like, they wanted so hard for her to not do. But then again, she also did it, like, she also did it for a selfless cause, so I think she'd be a little more okay with that, but also we don't know how exactly Emma's gonna act as the Dark One, so I don't know, I'm at crossroads on that one, but she's gonna be kind of heartbroken, but also very proud, because she did it to save them, and to save Regina, so, yeah. Okay. Heather. Well, at first Heather asked me what I wanted, like how Fitzsimmons' date would have gone, but I've already answered that. Which fandom got me into Tumblr and Twitter? My first fandom on Tumblr and Twitter was Waverly Place. So if you go to like the very first pages of my blog, it's like all Waverly Place. But please don't do that because I didn't know how to tag things, and I would comment on every single gift set, and it was horrible. And it was like 4 years ago. Anyway, my favorite ice cream flavor is cookie dough. Something that I'm looking forward to is going to Universal for Thanksgiving, and that's all the questions on here, but I think I got some last minute ones on Twitter, so I'm gonna jump on that real quick. Okay. Give me a second. Georgia wants to know how much I love her, and I do love Georgia. I love Georgia so much, and she has the best Snapchat game of all time. And, wait, where'd my screen go? Okay, hold on. Okay, and Lacey wants me to talk about Paley and and finale Fitzsimmons. Okay, that makes sense. I've already done that. This is the whole thing has been Paley and finale Fitzsimmons. So, yeah, good times, good times. How do I feel about Emma becoming the Dark One? Basically the same way I was describing that Snow would feel, because one reason I really didn't want that to happen at all, but the other reason she did it for a selfless reason, so I'm kind of proud about that. So I really don't know. And how much do I love Lacey? Lacey is honestly like one of my best friends. Like we've met like she adopted me for a whole weekend, like her family did, and I don't know, Lacey is basically sunshine, and everyone needs some sunshine in their lives, and everybody should love Lacey and never let her go. So, don't let the girl go. Oh, I'm a horrible person. Okay, and Lacey also said nice jacket. Shut up, Lacey. And then Laura says, "Is the ride worth it, Shay?" Okay, and Lacey says, how do I feel about being done with my first year of college? I'm happy that I'm done with my first year of college because, I mean, that's 1 year out of the way, and it really flew by. Lacey asks, how do I feel about Peggy Carter's funeral? I don't want to talk about that yet. I am not ready. I'm in denial about that. I will not believe it until I see the movie. So we are not going to talk about that. How do you feel about Fitzsimmons making out against a lab table? Oh, that was from Jen. And I feel very strongly about that because that's going to have to happen at some point, whether it's going to be 100% for fan service and it's going to be 100% okay with me. And it's going to be amazing. Okay, and I think Remy sent me questions on Tumblr real quick, so let me open that. I am very unprepared. Don't look at me, I'm trash. Okay. Oh, I just got 3 messages. Good lord. This is longer than I thought it would be. Come on. Oh, there's more questions. Okay. Remy says, when am I coming to the UK? I have no idea, but I really want to. That is one of the places that I would also love to visit. So I need to at some point. Season 1 or Season 2, Gemma Simmons? My answer is both, because, I mean, although I love, like, happy, bubbly, smiling Gemma Simmons of Season 1, Season 2, Gemma Simmons, that's part of her character growth, and I just want to hug her all the time, and she cries most of the time, and I feel horrible. Favorite standalone film? Probably Practical Magic. No, maybe, I don't know. Also, and Juno, probably. Favorite place in England? Can you see the theme here? I don't know. I mean, I've never been to England, so I can't really say exactly. But I think London would be really cool to visit. And then also, you know, seeing Remy herself would be really cool. So maybe Asgard or Xandar. Asgard. Favorite Fitzsimmons headcanon? The fact that they took each other's virginities at the academy. That's my #1 favorite. Favorite accent? I love Australian and I also love Scottish. I mean, I love every accent that's not my own. And most random memory I have of Remy. The fact that, like, we followed each other after Brett Dalton, like, tweeted me, because I told him, did it hurt when you fell from Hydra? And then she followed me, and then Brett Dalton replied back to me, like, Punmaster approves, and then, like, the extent of our conversation was just us screaming at each other, and we didn't even know each other, and we followed each other. I don't know. I love that. Okay. Also, on a scale from 1 to how many times a day Leo Fitzsimmons on Jim Simmons, how much did the Fitzsimmons finale make you want to punch yourself in the face? Infinity? I want to punch myself in the face a lot over that. And what is my ideal vacation spot? Orlando has been my vacation of choice for like the past like 3-4 years, so probably Orlando. But I also, like, one of my dream vacations is to see the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, so that would be like my dream vacation. So anywhere that's like hot weathered and the sun is shining is basically where I want to be. Okay, I think that's it. Let me take one more check. And I have to go to work. Oh no. Okay. I think that's it. Okay. Well, I appreciate y'all listening to me rambling, and you can see my hair is like growing in size because it was wet when I started this. You can see how much time has passed doing this. And thank you for sitting here for the last 36 minutes. And thank you for following me, even though my vlog is like nothing in comparison to others, but I really appreciate it. Alright, and so thank you all for the questions, and happy sailing on your ships and OTPs and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go now before I make this even more awkward. Alright, bye!